Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I know all of us have been on like a roller coaster of emotions since this all started. And recently I've been feeling really pissed off. And like with every video I see, I get angrier and angrier. It's no more sadness, it's just anger at the entire world. And so I wrote this poem. It's called I'll Be Patient. I'm done being patient, and I really have nothing left to say. I've been speaking and I've been speaking. The minutes have become days. I don't understand how you expect me to remain calm when all that number does is raise. I swear it was 10,000 yesterday. I wish I knew all their names, but 40,000 is too much to count. Nonetheless, on my mind they stay. We have the same blood, and we share the same names. What if I was over there silent? Would you remain? What if my name was on that list? Would you still remain unfazed? You repeat that it's complicated. I ask why to you. 20,000 murdered kids is okay. But it's useless cause you live your life day to day, ignoring their screams and cries. You are the reason the world thinks this is okay. I won't speak for Gaza from all the way over here, because indeed they have voices, they are yelling loud and clear, but you stand there in denial, covering your ears. The names of dead kids, no, that's not what you want to hear, you just don't get it. The problem isn't that they aren't speaking, the problem is that you don't listen, because if they aren't white, then you don't consider them human, and even when you do, you still remain silent. Well, I'm here to tell you that your silence makes you complicit. Your silence makes you the villain. There are people out here wishing to once again be able to see their children, and you're out here with blurred vision, unable to make a decision about who's right and who's wrong in a situation where one side is resistant and the other side is killing. You say you're a proud American, then completely disregard our First Amendment, written on paper but not worked into existence. There's no freedom of speech, that's just lies being given to people who can't afford health care but claim they're from the strongest nation. Because we have over 1,000 military bases in every corner of the world, but we still claim to be the victim. And day by day, black rights are still being taken, and people are still getting screwed over by our messed up justice system and those cops. It's murder every day that they're committing, and no one wants to stop it, no one wants to put an end to it. And homelessness rates are raising higher and higher by the minute, and the people going out protesting against a regime that just keeps killing and killing are being called terrorists on watch lists. It's our names that they're putting, because the oil matters more than the way of life of our dear citizens, our loyal citizens, our patriotic citizens. I'm done being patient. It's time to start a movement. And no, I don't mean no two-state solution. Remind me again why you're discussing the land situation without one present Palestinian, when it was us who kept the land living under your bombs. It was us who kept the trees growing. When the water became too angry, we calmed it down, we kept it flowing. And we retaught the birds to fly, every dove and every pigeon. We know what fruits and vegetables grow in every season. We know the ways to grow the trees and keep the olives green, and the names of every river, of every sea, of every mountain. And when you said, keep the bombs coming, our first thought was our land. How are we supposed to protect our nation? We raised our land day by day and cared for it every minute, but you said, keep the bombs coming. You repeated, keep the bombs coming. And now it's been almost a year, and the bombs just kept on coming. So remind me again why you're discussing the land situation without one present Palestinian. I'm done being patient. The only thing justified right now is our resistance, not your spree killing, not those bombs dropping on schools and homes, on groups of people praying, on groups of children playing, on men and women fleeing, on newborn twin babies. For survival they were fighting, not even a day into this world, and for survival they were fighting, my dear nation. I have nothing else to say, but I'ma keep listening. I will repeat your stories and your traumas and every detail of your oppression, whether you live in the West Bank or you're one of my precious residents. I'll speak every second of every day if that's what it takes for them to listen. Not because you don't have a voice, but because your voice is being stolen by those corrupt politicians. emotions, because your voice is being overridden by the sounds of those bombs dropping, and those kids screaming, and those men crying, and those women praying for the safety of their children. I have nothing left to say. But for you, I'll keep speaking. For you, I'll be patient. Thank you.